What's going on, guys? My name is Cohen, and yeah, you guys are basically here today. I have, I don't know, 600,000 channels. Okay, not that many, but you know what I mean. I have a lot of channels now. That's because a lot of them I just feel like are failing. Now, I know this isn't a popular trend on YouTube, but I wanted to do it. It is like telling stories of story times, basically. Which is basically, if you've seen any story time YouTubers, I don't really know any boy story time YouTubers, but me. So, the only story time YouTubers I watch is, let's see, Sophia Styled, maybe. It'll depend on if I watch her or not. But the main one I normally watch is Jessie V. And I really like her channel because, sorry, I had to go do something because it was raining. And I don't want my bike to get rusty. I don't know why I am saying that. But as I was saying, you know how I had a lot of channels and stuff, and I was telling you about some YouTubers, storytime YouTubers that I watch, and a lot of them are pretty good. They have a decent amount of subscribers. I think they're pretty good. Now, I'm going to be a little bit different because I'm not going to tell the exact same stories as them. Kind of will be. I'm just going to kind of tell you like what I'm doing in my life sometimes, not stuff that's happened all the time, what I'm doing. So, yeah, my schedule is going to be normal, one video every 2 days. And I said that, for a lot of my videos, I'm going to, like, try to straighten my chair for you guys. This isn't a really good chair right now. And the background's kind of lousy, because it's just a door. But, yeah. So, I'm going to try to, this channel, I'm going to try to get one video every 2 days. Go follow my Snapchat, my Instagram. I'll link those in the description. And yeah, let's get right on with the story. Oh, and I wanted to mention, I do not, hold on, what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. Let me pause and I remembered. I forgot to mention that, if you saw the title, it said, I almost drowned. So, if you saw that, which I would not know why you didn't, so you probably did. So, here's the story. So, let's see, when was this? I think it was back in, it was 2.5 years ago, I believe. Yeah, 2.5 years ago-ish. I need to move my chair better. So yeah, it was about 2.5 years ago. I was at Kalahari. If you know where it was in the Sandusky, Ohio one, if you know where that is. So yeah, I was going to Kalahari, and it was actually a couple minutes after my sister's dance recital back then when she used to do dance. And my grandma and grandpa completely surprised me and took us right there. So that's where we went, and I was having fun for the good at least 2.5 hours until we had about an hour left until we were going to our hotel there. And so I was I was riding water slides. This is before it happened. I was riding water slides. I didn't do all the big rides, kind of like because I do like huge roller coasters and water slides now. I didn't do that back then when I was 7 or 8. I think I was 7. Yeah, I was 7. So back at the time when I was 7, I didn't really like these big rides. So I always went to this like, where is it? The bucket area, you know, the area that has like the bucket and some of the mini slides. I can't remember the name of the slides. I don't even know if they have names. But yeah, so I went there most of the time. And the only other place I really went to was like the cheetah race, I think it's called, where you sit on that mat and you go on your belly. I love those water slides. They're really fun. But yeah, so I was having fun for a good 2.5 hours. We were all doing stuff. Grandma and Grandpa were watching me. It was a good time. Until when I was done doing like the cheetah race and stuff and all of that, I decided to go in the wave pool. So we were in the wave pool for a total of, I would say, I can't really remember. I think we were in there for a total of about 30 minutes. So I was swimming for about 15 minutes, and right when I was about to get out, you see, I was in the really deep part of the pool, and I was over there because the waves didn't turn on. The waves weren't on, and normally if the waves were not turning on, normally if the waves weren't on, then I would just go over there because I had no problem. And so I was on my tube at the time, those little tubes that you sit in, and I heard this buzz, like, ah, and I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta go. So I was sitting down, and then immediately when I heard that, I didn't jump out of the tube, but I took my bum out of the tube, and I was on my belly, and I was like doggy paddling all the way to the shore. I almost had a panic attack from just doing that. I was so scared. And my grandma and grandpa didn't see me at the time because they were way down. I was way in the 6-foot area. So and no lifeguard had to jump in and save me. I'll get to that part later. So I was just trying to swim as fast as I could, and then there was this huge wave, and it flipped my entire tube over. And that's when the panic started, because I was just in the water, had nothing else to do but try to save my life and get to a shore. Because they had walls, but you cannot hold on to them. And that's all I wanted to do, go and hold on to the walls. Because they were like 2 feet away from me, but it said, please do not hold on to the walls. And that's all I wanted to do. And I didn't like breaking the rules at that time, because I always thought I could get like kicked out of the park or something. But there wasn't really any lifeguards there, which was kind of good and kind of a problem. The reason it was kind of good is because then I could go there maybe without them noticing, but then they couldn't jump in if they needed to. So I started panicking. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I start swimming, and then I finally find someone who notices me, and they like kind of swim over, and I grab onto their tube, and the waves kind of just, because he was heading in too, and it kind of pushed all of us in. And luckily, I survived. Like, man, that was a scary moment for me. Ugh, guys. If you were my age, I recommend wearing a life jacket at my age in the wave pool. Any wave pool, actually, because that can happen. Like, wave pools are dangerous. Why am I doing this? But yeah, they are dangerous. But yeah, guys, if you liked the video, smash that like button, and I will see you in 2 days, hopefully. Yeah. Subscribe. Bye.